Alright, so here we can see how the poles are lined up, just to show you exactly what you need to cover. So real simple. Just to point out our major areas where we need to cover. Obviously we get a little bit over here and here. Alright.
Dance?
Okay. You can. Okay. So here's the thing. When you get over, alright, your stance is okay. But what we can do, yeah, see him moved a little too far in. That's okay. You can widen your stance a little bit. So when you push over, so your stance is pretty good, and I like it because you're going to be able to move really well. But what you can do, if you know that there's a shot being ready made, you can widen your feet a little bit. So as you can widen the speed out a little bit right before the shot, but you don't want to do that too often because you have to make sure you know the shot's right. And it's also common is if the player comes in, you can widen the feet a little bit, so that way you know you can make that, you can drop into that butterfly faster. Okay? But here we see obviously you get down for those. Alright, we did a good job here, and you can also lean into that one a little bit more too. So if they're going a little bit to your side, lean into them, or you can use that lateral release, and then get it more with the gut as well. So that's one thing that the lateral release helps, is that stuff that's going to go to the 6 and 7 holes. We can get that with the gut instead of trying to squeeze it. So this was good, okay? But what we're going to do even better here is we can lean into it more. Okay, and then again, roll your knuckles down, your wrist down, so that way we're sending it right over to the side. It was good. All right. Another thing too is if you lean into it more, this arm will be bent. Okay, instead of completely stretched out. When it's stretched out, that means the distance between the save, okay, and your eyes is greater. All right, but if you lean into it, and then you can get your eyes a little bit closer, all right, that's going to make a big difference too, because then you'll be able to track the puck a lot better. So again, just take a look at one more here. So this is what I mean is rolling the blocker down. So as you can see too, is what happens if you see, notice how the stick stays in the middle. Now if we go and we rotate the wrist, okay, see what happens? We open up. So if we misjudge that shot, we have this hole. All right, but if we go forward, we're always keeping our, see how we're always keeping our hand within these two? Let's see right here. All right, that's the big difference. We want to stay within this window here. Okay, so once we stay within that, then we keep our gloves. We can be able to make saves and control them a lot better. Plus, we won't overextend ourselves too far. Okay.
But if we overextend, won't the puck just hit like here?
Yeah. So exactly. So if you bring your arm too far out, it can go inside that hole. But the other thing too. If you stay nice and compact and keep your body compact, you're going to be able to control rebounds and saves are going to be easier. The other thing is you're going to use less effort too. And when you start extending yourself too far, so if we get over, let's see, let's take a look at the next shot. Yeah, brain fart. Okay, one more. Okay, so before we get on this one, so if we start extending too much, you get your legs out there, or hands or whatever, then you have to bring yourself back in just so you can move. Now here, taking a look at this last one here, this is what I was saying. As you're going down, your inside foot was turning, or is coming back. You're keeping this foot pretty good, but then your inside foot is going back, and then you're rotating your shoulders. So what happens here is a couple things. So here you're nice and, okay, we're leaning a little bit, make sure we're nice and centered. But as you turn, see where that puck goes? All right, as you turn, it's going to go out this way. We want them to either come straight out or stay on that strong side. Strong side rebounds are always best. We don't want to have anything go into the weak side. All right, so keeping the shoulders square, okay, and keeping the body compact.